Cowards, cowards, I'm going back to cowards. I don't think so.
I can't say the tree. Sorry. Yo, I was taught by my mother that you serve God by serving others. So fuck people who did the devil a service and made this ugly duckling feel worthless. Because God made me in His image. So how you gonna tell me that each one of my imperfections ain't perfect and that my dream girl isn't walking this earth's surface? But before I get to that, I'm gonna speak on my past. See, the girls who didn't last, the best asset they had was an ass. And I know that thinking is trash, but it's hard to take it slow when even the girls want it fast. But you see, sin created and sun is destroyed before dark, so I guess in more ways than one, we was fucked from the start. But still, I loved hardest a bit, thinking if I kept them wet, I could smooth out the cracks. Giving up all my heart for getting half of the back. Hidden lies made summer nights feel like the coldest days. Blind to the fact that these chicks wouldn't have my back if they cut skin from my shoulder blades. And I talk big, but inside I'm so afraid. So afraid. Afraid I'm gonna end up like everybody else. My sister told me, I'm tired of being somebody's bitch, so she put a ring on the shelf. I replied, you my sister, but buy a ladder and get the fuck over yourself. Y'all got 3 kids. If that was my wife, I'd be like, here, might as well take 3 ribs. Because these kids is my biz, so unless you got 3 pigs, you and me gonna sit and we gonna fix this shit. And then I see my brother and his ex-girlfriend fighting over their son. The relationship is over, but she's not done. She uses her own seed as bait, ignoring the tears that stream from his face every time she rips a happy boy away from his father's arms. You think pain don't leave mental scars? And to top it off, the baby screaming not to leave him, and she says, say bye to daddy. This is the last time you'll ever see him. And you can see what that shit does to me. Imagine what it does to my brother, a 24-year-old man just trying to be a good father. But the shit this chick puts him through, the shit this chick puts him through, God wouldn't even bother. And I guess if people would get lost in some beautiful black hole, not the one in outer space, but the one below the navel. And somewhere my future woman is asking a man for the truth, and he's telling her true lies. She's thinking that's a prince, but that's a devil in disguise. He doesn't work because holding her back is a full-time job. He tells her to shut up because her voice must sound similar to God. And he doesn't love her, but he tries to sex her every night because that's the only way he'll ever know what heaven feels like. But I can't protect her. That's her journey. I can only stand here and let a little piece of me die, and that she takes pride knowing every time she felt pain, so did I. Because to hurt her is to break a rib from my side, because she is my rib. She is my queen that'll birth my kid. She is my heart that women have touched, but none have ever took. She is hope like an untied shoelace on Dr. King's left foot, and I could care less if in the end she's been with other men. What's going to kill me the most is she's a virgin on our honeymoon night, and she gives me that gift no man has ever touched in her life. And what's supposed to be amazing suddenly doesn't feel so right, because as a boy I gave that gift away without even thinking twice. Unknowingly we fucked just to fit in, because no man is a man unless you're hidden, being raised in no man's land with no man's hand to guide. So no wonder we fucked, we empty inside. And I have no regrets, but I'm still upset. I didn't wait for a woman to hear me spit a rap and be like, babe, I love you, but that shit was whack. I didn't wait for a woman who wouldn't curse my name in vain just because her period came, whose smile could heal scars from my skin, strong enough to lift up my chin when the weight of the world sits on my mind. And I wouldn't hesitate to remove my spine just to prove to her at any time I bend over backwards. And to make up for my ignorance, there's no corny surprise. I wouldn't try. Like every time we went shopping, I remind her to scan her right wrist. No beat, proving over and over that my wife is priceless. And if the eyes are the window of the soul, she's the Windex clearing my view, allowing people to see the real me more clearly than God could even do. And just in case she's in the crowd and listening, I'm sorry I'm so late, because white people are usually early if not on time. God was molding me the way I mold rhymes, and even though someone made this ugly duckling feel worthless, you gave me purpose. You didn't know it, but the very thought of you gave me direction. I'm just glad we both didn't settle for anything less than perfection.